Episode 2 of the NBA 2K26 Fantasy Draft Expansion franchise. We lost our first game as a team. I went ahead and watched that one. Anthony Simons went off for us. Tyrese Maxey went off for us. Sadiq baited well. Unfortunately, in that game, however, Tyrese Maxey strained right hip out 4 to 6 weeks. So now we're going to be led by Naz Reid, Cedric Howard, and most likely Anthony Simons. And that means we'll have DeLon Wright starting at the point guard for the foreseeable future. Here we are tuning in for the last minute of game number 2. We are up by 32 points. Getting our first win of the season. As not Anthony Simons. Ryan Dunn plays good defense there. We are facing Tyrese Halliburton's team. Give the ball to Anthony Simons. Simons dribbling top of the key. Moving over to the wing. Some dribble moves. Dribble. Guarded by Tyrese. Looks to get by Tyrese. And gets fouled on the way up by Tyrese. That's his third foul of the game. Simons, as you see there, 36 points on the night now. As I was hoping, he is leading the team in the absence of Tyrese Maxey, who hopefully Maxey's only out for closer to 4 weeks than 6 weeks, because that is our star player. Halliburton passes it to Donovan Clingan. Kong hands it off to Tobias Harris. Harris to Clingan. Clingan to Halliburton. Halliburton, close shot, no good. Good contest there from, I think that was Alex Sarr. And that will end the game. We win it by 34. Game number 2 is our first win of the season, first win of the franchise's history. Take a look at our box score. Anthony Simons, 37, 4-1. Cedric Howard, 22. Naz Reid, 14, 8-6. A lot of playmaking from him. And then, where is DeLon Wright? Grabs 7 assists. AJ Green shot 1 for 10. Wow. But 7 assists from DeLon Wright as our starting point guard. PJ Tucker got to play a second. Did someone foul out? Or no, he just played to as time filler. On their end, double-double for Tyrese, 21 and 10. Jordan Finney-Smith, Vijay Edgecombe, Tobias Harris, DeAndre Hunter, Clingan only grabbing 11 boards is a surprise. No one on our team was able to grab double digits, but between 8 for Reed, 7 for Coward, 7 for Bass, 6 for Dunn, 6 for AJ Green, 5 for Day'Ron Sharp. We did a decent job team rebounding. Everybody got at least 1 with the exception of PJ Tucker, who was only in for a little bit. Another injury to the team after only game 4. DeLon Wright twists his ankle. Ben Seraph is now going to be our starting point guard. That is rough to have 2 of our 3-point guards out. I could move Simons over, but I'm going to see how Ben Seraph does. The injury bug continues. We have DeLon Wright back, but now Naz Reid pulls his calf muscle, out for 4 to 6 weeks. That'll move Day'Ron Sharp to the starting center. Maxime Reynaud is going to start getting some minutes now. Bol will get some center minutes. Oh boy, injury bug is hitting us hard here in the early season. Checking in at the end of the calendar year, we are 22 and 12. We are number 3 in the standings, 5.5 back on the Bulls, who we actually just won 2 games against this month on December 6th and December 10th. Here we are looking at contract extensions. Anthony Simons will re-sign pretty cheap, so I'll re-sign him for 4 years, $11.5 million. DeLon Wright said he'll also re-sign, but he still has another year left, and he's just a vet minimum guy, so I won't bother. We're closing in on the All-Star break now, and I do want to tune into the All-Star break as Cedric Howard now twists his ankle. I do want to tune into the All-Star game festivities, and that'll be the end of this episode. Will be All-Star break. But we are 26 and 19, but we're only 6th in the conference. Very, very strong Eastern Conference, it looks like. My goal for this team is definitely, obviously, ultimately to win a championship. But for now, I just want us to be a solid playoff team. It's top 6 seed. I don't want to be in the play-in tournament. And I feel like the team has shown that they are more than good enough for that. If we can make it to the second round conference finals, that'd be amazing. But with Tyrese Maxey as our best player right now, I just don't feel like we are a championship caliber team. Definitely going to have to make some moves during the offseason. As we're now 29-19. Closing in on the All-Star break. At the All-Star break, I'm going to just go ahead and simulate past the deadline. There we go. Cedric Howard is back. Thank you, Sadiq Bey. You were on fire, so apparently you were doing good filling in. Continue scouting players. Anthony Simons, hyperextended right shoulder, out 4 to 6 weeks. He can play through the injury, but I'd rather him not. We can have AJ Green start. PJ Tucker enters the rotation. Yeah, it would normally be Kobe Brea for the shooting guard minutes, but we have enough secondary shooting guard minutes that I'm okay with it being PJ Tucker. 33-22. We are number 4 in the division, 12.5 back on the Bulls. Let's take a look at the stats for the team right now. Points per game, Tyrese Maxey leading us with 27.5. Then Anthony Simons with 20.5. Naz Reid with 19. Coward with 13. Bey with 11. AJ Green and Daron Sharp 9.5. And down the list we go. As you can see, everyone's been in the rotation at least a little bit except for Kobe Brea and Imani Bates. Rebounds per game, Naz Reid 8.3. Daron Sharp 8. 6.5 for Dunn. 5 for Cedric Howard and Sadiq Bey. Assists, Maxey leading the team with 5. Steals 1.6 for Maxey and DeLon Wright getting 1.6 steals in under 18 minutes a game. And blocks, Naz Reid getting 1.5 blocks. Bol and Ryan Dunn both getting a block per game. Tyrese Maxey shooting 57, 44, 83 splits. Anthony Simons almost 50, 49. He's shooting 47, 39, 90 right now. And then out of curiosity, have we gotten any triple doubles as a team? We have not. Haven't really had all that many double doubles either. Well, let's go into the All-Star festivities. The Rising Stars game. There you see Cedric Howard gets to play power forward during the game. AJ Mitchell, Dylan Harper, Keyshawn George, Kyle Filipowski, Ryan Kalkbrenner are on the bench with Stephon Castle, Jared McCain, Cooper Flagg, Cedric Howard, and Donovan Clingan starting. So let's go ahead and simcast this game. I think the Rising Stars that have Cedric Howard on it are winning, as it's 121 to 107. Stephon Castle, Cedric Howard 18, 3, 3, 1 and 1. Nice game from him. Other side doesn't have any of our players on it. Now let's go to the 3-point contest. Three-point contest, starting off with LaMelo Ball. I'm not controlling anybody in this three-point contest. None of our players made it. LaMelo draining from the corner, 3 for 3, 4 for 4, 5 for 5 from the corner for LaMelo. Now on to the wing, 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3. Oh, he misses his first one there, but it's on his 9th shot. Deep ball, he does not hit the deep zone shot. Here's his money ball rack at the top of the key, and he is not doing well, missing the first 2 of them. But he recovers and hits the next 3, and the other deep zone shot is up. No good on that one. Onto the other wing. It's LaMelo killing it here in the first round, already with 20 points, 21. Now he's on to the last corner. He should be able to get all the shots off before the clock runs out. Last shot going up here, and it's no good. 24 points for LaMelo here in round 1. Now representing Brooklyn, we got CJ McCollum. McCollum Hits his first shot. It's always good to get the first one to go down, but he misses the next two. Oh, he barely made that one. Lucky bounce on that one. Onto the wing now after making 3 of the corner shots. This is his money ball rack. And he makes the first 2, but then misses the next 3. He makes the deep zone shot, though. That puts him right back into this, but he is just not doing all that well. Only made 3 shots from the corner, 2 from the wing. Top of the key, he hits 3 of them. The other deep zone, can he hit both of them? He does. Hits both of them. Now on the second wing, he's draining from the wing, hits the first 2, misses the next 2, and makes the 2-point ball. And CJ McCollum, those deep zones might have helped him big time here, as he has tied LaMelo with 24, and he passes LaMelo. 26 points for CJ McCollum, thanks to him hitting both of the Sprite deep balls. Next up, representing the Hawks, Steph Curry. Steph, the best 3-point shooter of all time. From the corner, hits all 5 of them. Now to the wing. He misses his first one. Then he hits back to back to back. And then misses the 2-point one. Deep zone from Curry range, no good. Top of the key, not as good there. Hits 3 of them, including the 2-point one. The other deep zone one, he almost makes it, but he misses. Now he's on his money ball rack here, each one worth 2 points. And he is not hitting them as he hits the 4th one there and the 5th one, but I don't think he can catch up. He's at 17, and now at the last spot, the corner, he gets his total up to 21, which puts him last out of the performers. Next up, also representing Brooklyn, Trae Young. Trae Young has his money rack here on his first rack from the corner. Hits the first shot, misses the second. Misses the 4th, and only makes 2 of them. Now here on the wing, Trae Young not doing too well. There we go, he hits a couple in a row. 3 in a row. 4 in a row going into the deep zone. Deep zone up, and good. Now Trae at the top of the key. Can Trae hit the second deep zone shot like CJ did? He does not. Trae hits 4 of them from the wing, up to 21 points. Can he hit this last shot? He does. 25 points, which puts him in second. Now representing Charlotte Hornets, Karl Anthony Towns. Towns, self-proclaimed greatest shooting big man of all time. From the corner, this is his money rack, and he hits 4 out of the 5 there. That is massive. From the wing, just draining them. Hits the first 3 before missing the 4th one and makes the 5th one. Cat not really known for his deep shots, and he misses the deep zone shot. Now at the top of the key. Top of the key. He hits the first 3 but misses the next 2. And he actually hits the second deep zone shot. From the second wing. He hits 2 of them from there. Now on to the final corner shots. Misses the first one. Makes the second. Misses the third. Misses the 4th. And makes the last one for a total of 24 points. Now we have representing the Miami Heat, James Harden. And Harden makes the first one, but then follows it up with a miss. Harden, we know, can hit from the deep range. There we go. Harden hitting 3 from the wing. 4. Can he drain all 5? He can. Deep zone shot here. He misses it. Onto the top of the key. Makes the first one. Makes the second one. Misses third. Misses fourth. Makes the fifth. The second deep zone shot is good for 3 points. Now he's on his money rack. Every shot worth 2 points. Makes the second. Makes the third. Makes the fourth. Hits 4 out of 5 from the money rack. Now he's on to the last corner. He's already at 27, 28 now points. James Harden, just a massive first round performance with 30 points. There are the results of round 1. Now on to round 2. Trae Young is up. Final round. Harden is going to be tough to beat in this, as Trae Young is misses all 5 shots from the corner to start with. That is not good. Now he's on his money rack. He finally makes his first one on his 7th shot, and he is just ice cold, ice train all the wrong ways. Deep zone shot here. He has made 1 shot as he's at the top of the key now. There we go. He hits a second shot. Trae just not doing well here in the final round. There we go. He hits a few shots from the top of the key. Hits the deep zone shot for 3 points. That'll help him out. 12. He's doing great from the wing here, as he makes all 5 of them from the second wing. That boosts him big time. Now he's at the final corner. Hits the 4th shot, and he gets 19 points here in the final round. CJ McCollum now. Go, CJ. As you can see, he has the last zone, the last corner as his money rack. Money ball is in. 5 points on the first corner. CJ helped out big time by hitting both of the deep zone shots in round 1. Can he do it again here in the final round, as he's hit both the money balls so far? And he does hit the first deep zone. 3 for 3 from the deep zone for CJ McCollum. As top of the key, he is able to hit 3 out of the 5. Second deep zone is good. 4 for 4 from the deep zone for CJ McCollum. Absolutely unbelievable performance. He's had a great all-around round. Now's the money rack with already 25 points. Makes the first one. Misses the second. Misses the third. Misses the fourth. And misses the 5th. So he only ends with 27. But he did hit both of the deep zone shots again. Now here we are. James Harden. James Harden's back up. He had the best score in the first round with 30 points. How will he do here in the final round? Final round, he is just draining from the corner. He only misses one of the 5 shots for 5 points. He has the money rack at the top of the key. He's at 7 points going into the first deep zone, and he misses the deep zone shot. Now's his money rack. Hits the first, hits the second, hits the third, hits the fourth, hits all 5 of them from the money rack. That is massive, and he misses the second deep zone. Now here he is on the wing. He only made 2 shots from the other wing, and he makes 3 this time. Already at 21 points going into the final rack. He has been lights out from the corner. He misses that one, but he hits all the rest of them. 26 points in the second round for James Harden. And that means the 3-point contest winner will go to CJ McCollum, edging out Harden in the final round by 1 point. The deep zone shots came in through big time for CJ McCollum. Now on to the dunk contest. Amen Thompson, Shaden Sharp, VJ Edgecombe, Modest Buzelis. Buzelis. First up, representing the Albuquerque Isotopes, is Amen Thompson. Amen runs in from the wing, between the legs, no good, hits it off the backboard. All right, attempt number 2 for Amen. Just goes with a clutch reverse there after missing between the legs. Free play. Just a normal dunk, 29 points. Next up for the Phoenix Suns, Shaedon Sharpe. Sharpe runs in from the wing. And he goes from one hand to the other midair and makes the dunk. A replay of that one. Left hand, left hand, and the dunk. That one will get him a 30. Next, we have VJ Edgecombe for the Denver Nuggets. Rookie VJ Edgecombe. Coming in from the opposite wing of the rest of them. Just a tomahawk dunk as he shushes the crowd. That will give him 29 points, tied with Amen Thompson, 1 point behind Shaedon Sharpe. And now Modest Buzelis, representing the Minnesota Timberwolves. 360 dunk for Modest. Replay of that one from top of the key. 360 dunk, gets him a score of 34, best of the round. Now, round 2, Amen Thompson is back. And that was awful cam work. I didn't really see what that was. So let's go to the replay. Scored 29 points first round. Little left hand to right hand windmill dunk. Gets him 39 points. Now on to Shaedon Sharpe. Shaedon Sharpe, 30 in the first round. And just a little reverse dunk for him. Gets him a score of 36. I'm not sure how they figure out the scores. Next up, VJ Edgecombe. 29 points in the first round. Runs in from the wing and actually hits the between the legs dunk. Amen Thompson tried that round 1 and missed. Go to the replay here. Between the legs. That'll get him a score of 38. Now Modest. Modest had the best score of round 1 with 34 points. Baseline. 360 jam. So catch a replay of that one. Rises up. 360. Had his left arm all the way up by the rim, but dunks with his right for a score of 32. Round 2, it's 68 Amen, 67 VJ, 66 for Sharpe and Buzelis. So Amen Thompson wins the very, very mediocre 2K dunk contest. Here we are, the All-Star game. Let's take a look at the All-Star participants. In the East, we have Trae Young, Steph Curry, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Victor Wembanyama, Cade Cunningham, James Harden, Karl Anthony Towns, Kawhi Leonard, Brandon Ingram, LaMelo Ball, Paolo Banchero. So no participants for us. And then out west, you have Anthony Edwards, John Morant, LeBron James, Bam Adebayo, Jason Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton, Donovan Mitchell, Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, Evan Mobley, and Jimmy Butler, and Jalen Brunson. Go ahead and simcast the All-Star game. See if it's a close game. Jump in at the end of it. And it is not a close one. 120 to 106. Jump in for the last 35 seconds here. It's 125 to 108 though. Eastern Conference will win this one easily. Victor Wembanyama gonna pass in the ball. Passes it into Kawhi Leonard. Leonard guarded by LeBron James. Passes it over to Trae Young. Young guarded by Ja. Hands it back to Kawhi. Screen set by Wemby. Slips the screen. Kawhi. Pump fake. Passes out to Wemby. Wemby over to Trae. Trae pulls the three and misses that one. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. But that's probably going to do it for the game. I don't think they're going to take a shot here. 125 to 108. The Eastern Conference beats the Western Conference in the All-Star game. All-Star game MVP will go to Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama, congratulations, kid. You get to add an All-Star game MVP to your resume, to your trophy case. Take a look at the box score. Wemby, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals, 4 blocks. Absolutely phenomenal game from him. James Harden managed to not score, and he's the only person who didn't score in the entire game. But that's going to do it for this episode. Next episode, we will simulate the rest of the season and head into the playoffs.